So my brother, Dan, is the kind of guy who puts the lesson effortless. He calls himself a minimalist, which is to say, he once tried to convince us that a single IKEA folding chair was statement living room decor. When he and his fiancée announced they were having a minimalist wedding, we pictured an intimate backyard thing, maybe some fairy lights, you know, the sort of event where you get one canapé and a glass of tap water. The first sign things were getting weird was when the wedding invite came as a QR code taped to an empty LaCroix can. The RSVP options were yes, no, and will attend via drone footage. The ceremony started off normal enough. Everyone was seated on what I can only assume were reclaimed benches from a defunct spin studio, and Dan walked down the aisle in what he assured us was a sustainably sourced suit, which I'm 90% sure was made of hemp and old concert tees. But then, instead of personalized vows, Dan announced, "We've harnessed the power of AI to write our vows, because love is eternal, but my attention span isn't." He then proceeded to read a speech generated by ChatGPT, which included the phrase, "I promise to optimize our love with maximum bandwidth and zero latency." His fiancé's, somehow, ended with buffering. Please wait. Just as we thought things couldn't get any more surreal, right after the I do's, a guy in a neon vest wheeled out a portable screen and announced, "Now, a word from our sponsors." Suddenly, we were watching a 15-minute reel of advertisements, everything from Bluetooth-enabled forks to artisanal air. At one point, an ad solemnly informed us, "This union is brought to you by Squarespace. If you need a website, or a last-minute alibi, they've got you covered." The guests looked around, unsure whether to clap, cry, or scan the QR codes that kept flashing on the screen. By the time the officiant pronounced them husband and wife, half the guests had signed up for a VPN, and I had accidentally purchased a year's supply of gluten-free confetti. When we got to the cake cutting, Dan raised his slice and said, "Minimalism in the streets, maximalism in the spreadsheets." And that's when I realized, the only thing truly minimal about this wedding was the open bar.